Welcome again to our YouTube channel. Who is an ideal spouse? Who is a perfect spouse? A perfect husband? A perfect wife? Ideal material for marriage? Ideal spouse for marriage? Welcome again to our YouTube channel, Bold Faith Perspective. Our God is sufficient for all. Our God is sufficient for all. There is no universal ideal material for marriage. There is no universal ideal spouse out there waiting for you who is searching for someone to marry. You who is searching for a wife, there is no ideal wife out there waiting for you to get married to you. There is no ideal husband out there waiting for you to get married to you. You can create the right partner, the right spouse, after you have gotten this that you have accepted as your spouse. Create the best out of that person that you have accepted to be your wife, or the one that you shall get if you are searching for a spouse, for a wife, for a husband. This part 3 of finding and living with the right partner. Part 3 of finding and living with the right partner in marriage. Let me explain why there is no ideal material person out there for marriage, ideal spouse out there waiting for you, ideal husband out there waiting for you, ideal wife out there waiting for you. There is a man who remained unmarried to his late 70s. And many people were worried and wondering, why is this man not getting married? At some point, he was interviewed. Why was he unmarried? And he was in his late 70s. He missed nothing according to people. They knew him as a person who was well up. He had everything that he wanted. He had a good house. He had several cars. He had a good farm. But he was not married. So they asked him, why have you not married? Despite having all this that you have not married. What's happening? The man said, at his 20s, when he was 20 years thereabout, he had put in his mind the kind of an ideal wife, ideal woman that he would want to marry. So he kept on looking for this ideal woman according to his standards, according to the qualifications and the qualities that he wanted in this ideal woman. But he never found one who fitted into that ideal woman that he had in his mind. But he made fun, saying at the end, I never found that ideal woman, because the ideal woman also was looking for an ideal man. And I was not the ideal man for this ideal woman out there. I was looking for the perfect woman. I guess this perfect woman out there was looking for a perfect man whom she never found, and maybe that's why I'm not married. But since then, he said he has realized that there is no ideal woman out there. There is no ideal woman who will fit into what we have conceptualized perfectly for what we are looking for. Now, reflecting back, he confirms that in reality, the ideal spouse, ideal man, ideal woman, ideal wife, or husband does not exist. He acknowledged that in between he had relationship with other women, but he found them wanting. He had relationship with women and he found them wanting. They were not ideal. But now looking back, he has realized that that does not exist in reality. There's no one who will fit into the ideal woman that we have conceptualized or the ideal husband that we have conceptualized. It does not exist. This ideal person, this perfect man, this perfect woman does not exist. But you can find the right partner to marry. This right partner might not be the perfect or the ideal that you are looking for, but the right partner to live with, to stay with, to marry. The right partner. Indeed, it is true. For those who are looking for a wife to marry, for those who are looking for a husband, for those who are looking for spouses, for long life partners in marriage, you must divorce from your mind that ideal spouse that you have. Divorce from your mind the ideal man, ideal woman, perfect man, perfect woman. What you should be searching for is a good spouse. Look for a good spouse. After you've found this good spouse, then you can create the ideal spouse that you want. Out of this good spouse you've found, now you can create, you can make in this person the ideal spouse that you want. Look for a good spouse. After you have found this good spouse who may not fit into the ideal woman, ideal man, ideal spouse that you are looking for, then create out of this person the ideal spouse that you want. It may not happen, but you have tried to make this person the most ideal to the most 99 or 90% or 8%, almost there, the person that you want, the ideal person that you want. But an ideal spouse does not exist out there. Look for a good spouse from whom you can create the ideal spouse that you want. But then you have to understand there are some things you have to avoid when you are looking forward to get married or to marry. Avoid some what we call mundane or earthly reasons to marry. Avoid earthly reasons or mundane reasons for you to get married. Don't get married just because of money. Don't marry for money. Don't marry for wealth, riches. Those ones can come and go. Don't get married because of status, to elevate your standards in society. Don't marry because of status. I want to be called Mr. Husband to so and so, or Mrs. so and so, wife to so and so. Don't get married because you are looking for status. Don't get married for power. Don't get married for fame. Don't get married for position. I remember one time in one university in Kenya, a lady never got promoted because she was single. And the promotion she wanted, she needed to be a wife to somebody. It comes with some admiration which will give her the position that was vacant, which needed somebody who is married. So she had to get married to some young man in order to get to that position in her job. That position was never given to any single person. That person who occupies that office must be married, because that office also serves as a teaching lesson to young people who aspire in life. So she had to get married in order to get to that position. But don't get married because you need a position. What if that position disappears or the marriage fails? Then you lose the position. Don't get married because of position. No. And very many other mundane or earthly, worldly reasons to get married. That the world has pushed you. The world pushes you to get married. You get married because the world is pushing you to get married. Don't get married because the world demands of you to get married. You may not enjoy that marriage. We must avoid those reasons, mundane, worldly reasons. I'm getting married because my fiancée is pregnant. No. I'm getting married because my husband is high class, or the husband to be. I want to get married to him before. No. Get married because you want to, not other reasons push you into the marriage. In many cases, when marriages face challenges, what is needed is not the change of the partner, but the change in the partner. Sometimes marriages can be on rocks. What is needed is not changing of the partner, but changes in the partners in marriage. You don't need to change the partner, but the partners need to change in order to embrace the life they have accepted. They need changes in themselves, but not changing the partner, because there's no ideal spouse out there. But we can continuously and constantly change to fit into the calling God has called us into. We need change in the partners, not change of partners. Success in marriage consists not in finding the right mate, consists not finding the right mate or the right partner, but being and becoming the right partner, the right mate. Our marriages succeed not because we found the ideal woman, the ideal husband, the right soulmate, the right partner. No. Marriages succeed because we constantly keep on becoming or being the right spouse, the right partner. And that includes and consists of constantly changing and embracing ourselves in the calling God has called us into. Marriages succeed because we are constantly becoming the best, the right spouse, the right mate, not the ideal, but constantly becoming the right person to our partners in marriage. In marriage, spouses do things for free without expecting any reward, without expecting any reward for what we have done in our marriages. It is true that in some other societies, doing housework is referred as domestic work or domestic services. Doing housework, for example, where I come from, we have those who come to the house, they clean the house, They wash the clothes, they wash the dishes, they make everything very clear, they vacuum the place. They offer what we call domestic services, and we pay them for that. But in marriage, we do all those things without expecting to be paid back. And that is what is called matrimony. That's for fun. In matrimony, we do all those things for free. In matrimony, we clean for free. In matrimony, we cook for our spouses for free. But if somebody else was to come into the house, the person will cook for us and we pay the person. But in matrimony, you cook for your husband for free. You are not expecting to be paid back. Or the man clears the garage, washes the car, takes out garbage, puts the chair where they're supposed to be, move the tables nicely, change the bulbs, make sure the lighting is okay, security system is working. You are doing all that expecting no pay. In marriage, we do so many things for one another and for each other, expecting no pay. And that is what happens in matrimony. Otherwise, somebody would be earning a living by cleaning your house, doing everything, but some things we do expecting for no reward, no pay. How much do you sacrifice for your spouse, doing good for your spouse? Remember, there's no ideal spouse out there. Don't go looking for that ideal out there. They are not there. For our ladies, looking for a man for marriage, for future, or a future spouse. Ladies, just know the following, just for you only. A beautiful woman fascinates a man. A beautiful woman fascinates a man. You may be walking on the road and a man sees a beautiful woman, and this man is fascinated, wants to have a second look. It is the weakness of men. We are fascinated by beautiful women. A beautiful woman fascinates a man. Number 2, a brilliant woman interests him. We are fascinated by beauty and we are interested with the brilliance of women. A brilliant woman interests a man. While on the other hand, a good woman inspires a man. A good woman inspires a man. And a sympathetic lady, sympathetic woman, gets the heart of the man. Sympathetic woman gets him, gets the man. But a faithful woman humbles the man. A faithful woman humbles the man. A woman of faith. A woman who is all round. A faithful woman humbles a man. Now you can imagine, beautiful woman fascinates a man. A brilliant woman interests him. A good one inspires him. A sympathetic one gets him. And a faithful one humbles him. Now you can imagine a lady who is beautiful, brilliant, good, sympathetic, and faithful. That's not the ideal woman. But the right mate. Not the ideal, but you can have a right one according to your standards. but not ideal. Bottom line, those who are in marriage, ladies, learn to fascinate your husbands. Learn to fascinate your future husbands. Sometimes after marriage, the ladies stop taking care of themselves in terms of beauty. You have to keep on being beautiful because beauty fascinates a man. Even after you get married, keep being beautiful. Keep fascinating your husband. Keep fascinating your husband. Improve in your brilliance. Be a brilliant woman. Don't be just there. Be a brilliant woman. Be good to him and you will inspire him. When you are brilliant, you interest him. When you are beautiful, you fascinate him. When you are good, you inspire him. When you are sympathetic to him, you get him. And when you are faithful, you humble him. Just for ladies only. But for a man, first and foremost, have a listening ear. Have a listening ear, a caring heart, and a loving heart. A listening ear, a caring heart, and a loving heart. Learn to understand your wife. Learn to understand your wife. Learn to listen. But sometimes you have to ask yourself, what happens that when you meet, when you are meeting the first time, maybe courtship, going out, what happens is that the man speaks and she listens before marriage. The man speaks, she listens. Because at this moment, the man is searching, the man is searching. The man speaks, the lady listens. After marriage, she speaks, he listens. After marriage, she talks, he listens. But after some years, they both speak and the neighbors listen. They both speak and the neighbors listen. What has happened? You have lost the sense of listening. As a man, never stop listening. Listen, have a heart of caring and a loving heart. Listen, love and care. And learn to understand your wife. To avoid both of you talking or both of you speaking and the neighbors listening. Listening in marriage is very important. You listen to understand. Do not listen to respond. Listen to understand, not listening to respond. Let your response come from understanding, not from blocking the discussion. Listening to understand. Why? There is no ideal spouse out there. Make your spouse the ideal one for yourself by listening and understanding each other. And for the man, a listening ear, loving and caring heart, and constantly learning to understand your wife. And for the wives, keep fascinating your husband by your beauty. Improve in your brilliance because you continue interesting him. Be good to him because you'll inspire him. Be sympathetic to him because you'll get him. Be faithful in your life and you'll humble him. May God bless you and have a good evening. And never speak for the neighbors to listen. Speak, listen, understand each other, create the ideal spouse for yourself in your partner. May God bless you. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.